Today we will look at 10 interesting facts about Springer Spaniels you need to know. One dog that often appears at the top of people's canine wish list is the Springer Spaniel. They were the UK's 6th most popular pet in 2020 and the 27th most popular of all purebreds in the United States. They have a wide range of positive attributes that combine to make them fantastic family pets. This rugged and intelligent dog was bred specifically to work closely and effectively with humans. Springer Spaniels are always people-pleasing and can get along well with various other animals in many living situations. They are incredibly affectionate with their human family members, especially children. They're also highly energetic and have an up-for-anything sort of attitude that makes them ideal pets for active families. Now on to the facts about these dogs that will surely leave you amazed. Fact number 1. They have a noble history. One time bred to be adaptable hunting dogs in the British Isles, Springer Spaniels are currently making themselves right at home as versatile, loyal companion animals across the United States. They are one of the UK's oldest dog breeds. There's evidence that Spaniel-type dogs existed in Britain as early as 300 AD, and we have clear records of them dating back to 7000 BC. They were intended to help flush out or spring small animals and birds, so that hunters could easily capture their game in a net or shoot it out of the air. Their impressive sniffing power and their rugged semi-webbed feet also make them excellent hunting partners, whether on the ground or in water. Though it wouldn't become its own distinct breed for another 600 years, even the giant Scottish rebel William Wallace or Braveheart owned a Springer Spaniel named Merlin. Together they strode into the Battle of Stirling Bridge in 1297. This wouldn't be the last time Springer Spaniels would go to war, as you will find out later in this video. When the wheel-lock firearm started to become more common in the 17th century, the Spaniel soon thrived at flushing game for flying shooting hunting. By the turn of the 19th century, Spaniel litters were prized across the world and recognized for their natural talent as gun dogs. Fact number 2. They have confusing cousins. What's the difference between a Welsh Springer Spaniel, an English Springer Spaniel, and a Cocker Spaniel? Well, as it turns out, not a whole lot, but enough to make them separate breeds. They were only actually recognized as distinct breeds by the Kennel Club in 1902. Before that, litters of Spaniels would just be separated by size. The smaller dogs were designated as Cockers and the larger dogs as Springers. Additionally, Welsh Springer Spaniels do tend to be slightly smaller than English Springer Spaniels. They also have differently shaped heads with straighter muzzles and skulls that are more domed than other Spaniels. To add a bit more complexity when trying to tell these dogs apart, there's also a field type and a show type. The Field Spaniel is usually a smaller dog with a shorter coat and ears and was bred to be a working gun dog. Meanwhile, Show Spaniels have a taller, heavier build, longer coats, and bigger ears. Can you tell the difference between all these dogs at a glance? Let us know. Fact number 3. They can smell out trouble. English Springer Spaniels are brilliant at using their nose and are often used by the police to search for things like drugs, explosives, and guns. It is said that their sense of smell is over 100,000 times more accurate than that of humans. It can be hard to imagine because, as humans, our world is predominantly governed by what we see. For your Spaniel, its world is determined by its sense of smell, with other senses being less important. If we were put into visual terms, then a human could see something clearly that was about a third of a mile away. But a Spaniel could see the same thing if it were 3,000 miles away. Another way to explain it is that while a human might notice if their coffee has a teaspoon of sugar in it, one of these dogs could detect that teaspoon of sugar in over 1 million gallons of water or 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. It's an impressive ability and can be utilized for a range of tasks. In 2015, an English Springer Spaniel called Ruby trained as part of the UK Border Force as a cash detection dog, and she ended up sniffing the Queen's handbag. It was said that because the dog did not sit down, she confirmed that the Queen did not carry any wads of cash around. When they are not sticking their snout in the belongings of royalty or searching airports for contraband, Springer Spaniels can often be found following trails only they can find while on walks, or more likely appearing out of nowhere when you open a snack. Fact number 4. They have boundless energy. The word Springer in their name says it all. Springer Spaniels don't just walk, they sprint and jump through the air to get from A to B. Some people get overwhelmed by all this energy and they wish there was a stop button. This breed has almost endless energy reserves and is always ready to play. Springer Spaniels are happy hunting in the fields or fetching in the park. As sporting dogs, these Spaniels need plenty of exercise and should not simply be apartment dwellers. However, they are very adaptable and show some variation in energy between individuals. Most Springers will take exercise whenever they can get it, and they may become a bit hyperactive without it. This dog does love to join in on family activities and will become quite sad if they feel like they're being left out. Considering the Springer Spaniel's history as a working dog, it's no surprise that they need plenty of exercise. Once your pup reaches adulthood, they'll need between 1 and 2 hours a day, depending on whether they are from a show or working line. Also, because Springer Spaniels are so intelligent, their brains must be given as much exercise as their bodies. A plot around the block won't cut it for these active pups. Take them out to safe open areas where they can be off lead or on a long line. As hunting dogs, the best way to keep them entertained is by mimicking those kinds of activities. So let them sniff, play lots of scent and hiding games, fetch, or even run through their training when out on a walk, and they'll thank you for it. If you're interested in dog facts and want to learn more about other breeds, check out some of our playlists. It would make our day if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos and can learn more about dogs. Fact number 5, they are excellent hunting dogs. As we mentioned earlier, the Springer Spaniel is an old breed and a versatile hunting dog used in numerous hunting situations. The Springer has proven itself able to hunt everything from upland game to waterfowl while being an excellent companion, adding enjoyment and efficiency to each hunting trip. With rudimentary obedience training and some initial field training, this breed can fulfill most hunters' desires, and there's nothing to compare to a Springer's hard-charging trailing of a bird. Moreover, the Springer can quarter efficiently in front of a hunting party, staying within gun range and periodically checking back to confirm it maintains a proper working distance. This pattern allows for a quieter hunt, with the handler able to observe their Springer companion methodically and carefully searching the field in front. With experience, they will even utilize the wind and learn to cut off fast-running birds and get in front of them, thus placing the bird between them and the hunter, allowing for a better shooting situation. Fact number 6, they can run like the wind. It goes without saying that a field-bred Springer Spaniel is adept at running great distances while chasing and retrieving prey for hunters. Generally speaking, these dogs are very energetic and can easily accompany you on a 5-mile jog. They may not be racing dogs, but they are far from slow, with the highest speed recorded by the AKC being 28.49 miles per hour. They can achieve tremendous speed with proper training and have the stamina to go all day. The Spaniel Field Trial Association organizes hunting and sporting games yearly, where several dog breeds compete. Springers are among the most competitive breeds and have shown excellent caliber in Springer Spaniel field trials. They are also very clever dogs, so be prepared to increase your activity levels to match and spend some time running with your Spaniel. Boredom can lead to destructiveness. This is not a breed that enjoys a sedentary lifestyle or to be left alone. They are at their happiest when working or just being with their owners. If you're looking for an active dog with endless enthusiasm and a genuine desire to please, the Springer Spaniel may tick many boxes for you. All in all, this busy and jovial breed makes for an outstanding running buddy. Fact number 7, they've lived in the White House. Perhaps the most famous dog in the White House history, Millie, was George H.W. Bush's Springer Spaniel that stayed with him throughout his term as President of the United States. This Springer became part of pop culture and was even portrayed in episodes of Murphy Brown and The Simpsons. She was also mentioned by name in Bush's presidential stump speeches. Moreover, she actually became a New York Times bestselling author with her adventures as first canine in a tour of her famous residence. This was, of course, alongside her equally famous owners and dictated by Barbara Bush. What's more, one of Millie's offspring, Spot Fetcher, would go on to serve as another president's first pet. George W. Bush bought this Springer with him for the first 4 years of his administration, making her the only pet so far to live in the White House for 2 non-consecutive terms. Fact number 8, they are easy to train. Springer Spaniels are exceptionally easy to train because they are friendly, obedient, and eager to please. They are highly receptive to training that requires agility, flexibility, and of course, a high energy level. Oftentimes, these dog breeds are trained as show dogs or even to win dog championships. Naturally an active, extroverted type, the Springer Spaniel is friendly, quick to learn, and eager to please. Show varieties can be less active and appear calmer than working types, however, all retain the desire to find items and carry objects in their mouths. They make great companion dogs for the active outdoor family if their needs are understood and met. It's their natural instincts and ability to follow directions that gets them the job as drug and bomb-sniffing dogs and ensure they excel in dog sports. This breed does have a slightly crazy streak though, and is best suited to an active household where they'll get plenty of exercise. Otherwise, their obedience could come into question. What's your favorite fact about Springer Spaniels? Let us know in the comments and share your thoughts with other enthusiasts. Fact number 9, they love water. Springer Spaniels are well known for their love of water. They will always enjoy a trip to the beach, river, or lake and can be a little obsessed with it to the point where they will also relish leaping into puddles and even water bowls just as much. With Springers, you should be ready for mud and water to be tracked through the house and for tons of doggy baths. This is not a particularly dainty breed, nor one for very proud housekeepers. They naturally take to water activity due to their heritage and hunting background. Whether their owner wants to swim in a pool or pond or wants to splash their feet in a creek, the Springer Spaniel will make a perfect companion for this type of activity. Highly intelligent, they will learn to swim quickly alongside a dedicated companion who teaches them the ropes of what is safe and not safe water play. This breed is a natural choice for potential dog owners looking for a versatile dog breed that loves to be active and swim or play in the water. They will enjoy the fun had in the water and the physical activity and companionship it can bring. Fact number 10. They are war heroes. Over the years, several Springer Spaniels have been awarded the Dickin Medal, which is often referred to as the animal equivalent of the Victoria Cross in the UK or the Purple Heart in the US. One of these was a Springer named Theo, who served as a bomb detection dog for the British Army while stationed in Afghanistan. He was one of the most successful working dogs during the Afghanistan War, having made more bomb finds than any other during his 5 months stationed there for a total of 14 finds. In fact, he had proved so successful that Theo's stay in the country was extended by a month. Theo saved many lives, but unfortunately was himself killed in the line of duty after coming under fire from Taliban insurgents while on patrol. Another brave Springer named Buster later took up the mantle as a military detection dog during the Iraq War. Buster and his handler were assigned the Duke of Wellington's regiment at a time where British troops were experiencing random rocket attacks. Buster was called in after 3 failed searches of a property suspected to be an extremist group's headquarters. The Spaniel quickly found a concealed cache of weapons hidden in a wall cavity. It had been covered with a sheet of tin and then had a wardrobe pushed in front of it. Yet, he still sniffed it out. Items in the cache included an AK-47, grenades, and bomb-making equipment. Thanks to his actions in discovering these hidden weapons, the dog was credited with saving service personnel from terrorists. Buster was considered so valuable to the military that he had his own protective gear in case of a chemical or biological attack. After his tour, Buster was awarded a Dickin Medal for his efforts and became the 60th animal to be awarded the medal since its introduction in 1943. Happily, Buster was able to retire from his long service after another tour in Afghanistan, but remained the RAF police mascot until 2015. These dogs are clearly exemplary members of the breed, and their stories show just how amazing Springer Spaniels really are.